You know what people in the 70s thought was the devil's music? No, not rap, no techno. It was the voice of one man, a voice that sounded like it was opening the gates of hell and inviting you to the party. His name was Ozzy Osbourne. And if you think he just sang in a band, you are seriously underestimating the man who once ate a bat, survived his own death multiple times, and rewrote music history in the process. Today I'm telling you the story of someone who lived life permanently said too loud. And fair warning, by the end of this you'll either fall in love or be slightly terrified. The birth of a legend. John Michael Osbourne was born in industrial Birmingham in 1948, a city where the air was thick with factory smoke and the future as predictable as the factory siren. But Ozzy knew from childhood he wasn't made for assembly lines. He was made for the stage. In the late 60s, he met fellow rebels Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward. Together they formed a band that would define the term heavy metal, Black Sabbath. If today metal sounds normal, back then it was pure shock. Heavy riffs, dark lyrics, and atmosphere of apocalypse. People left their shows like they just attended a ritual. But Ozzy paid for his music with his body and mind. Alcohol, drugs, fights, chaos, and of course the legendary moment when he beat the head of a bat on stage. Yes, it happened. And no, it wasn't planned. He thought it was a toy. The result? Rabies shots, hospital visits, and plus 1 million to his reputation as the craziest frontman in history. They say rock stars have no self-preservation instinct. Ozzy definitely lost his somewhere during the 1974 tour, Fall and Resurrection. In 1979 he was kicked out of Black Sabbath. It looked like the end, but it was just the beginning. His solo career exploded. Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, anthems for an entire generation. He surrounded himself with incredible musicians, and every show felt like a rock and roll mess. Even after dozens of overdoses and accidents, he got back on stage. Doctors called him a medical miracle. Fans called him immortal. Ozzy didn't just sing. He built an image that was both inspiring and terrifying. His life became a symbol of anarchy, freedom, and brutal honesty. He never tried to be convenient. He was always himself, even if it meant blowing everything up around him. And in 2022, when he appeared at the Birmingham Commonwealth Games, already struggling with health issues, millions realized this wasn't just a musician, this was an era. In 2023, Ozzy officially announced he could no longer tour due back to problems and Parkinson's disease. It was a thunderclap. The legend was stepping away. But as he said, "I will always be with you in music." And he is right, because when you play Paranoid or Crazy Train, it's not just a song, it's the voice of a man who lived everything he sang about. So let's agree, we won't let the memory of people like Ozzy fade into silence. Follow my page for more stories about those who made the world louder. No, crank it up, but please, don't try eating bats. See you, rock and rollers!